Okay, so for your entire life, you've probably been told that your greatest sensitivity is actually your greatest weakness. But what if that's a complete lie? Today, we're going to flip that script and explore how that very trait is actually a powerful, primal form of intelligence. I mean, does this sound familiar? You're just too sensitive. Why are you so emotional? These are the labels that get slapped on people who feel things really, really deeply. But what if it's not about being too anything? What if it's actually about perception? You're not just being emotional. You're picking up on information that almost everyone else misses. Think about that for a second. The legendary psychologist Carl Jung talked about a specific human ability so potent that manipulators actively try to shut it down in other people. It's a deep, intuitive knowing that operates beyond words. So, yeah, what you've been told is a weakness. It might just be the most powerful thing about you. So let's start right there. Let's pull apart this lie you were told, this conditioning that's been making you doubt this incredibly real perception you have. You know this feeling, don't you? That physical reaction. Your chest gets tight when someone is telling you everything's fine, but your body is just screaming, no, it's not. This isn't just you being anxious. It's not overthinking. These are real physical data points. Your body is telling you, hey, something is off here. There's a huge disconnect between their words and their energy. Let's be clear. This is not a modern flaw. This is an ancient survival mechanism. It's an internal alarm system literally honed over thousands of years of evolution, and it's designed to sniff out threats and deception long before your logical brain can even begin to piece it all together. Okay, so now let's see how this all builds into something truly powerful. We're going to reframe this whole thing not as some kind of burden you have to carry, but as a genuine superpower. We're talking about primal empathic intelligence. This is an intelligence that existed before spoken language. It's the ability to decode the absolute truth of a situation just by feeling it, by reading the energetic signature people give off. You're not just hearing their words, you're feeling the real story behind them. So the old story says you're like a sponge, right? Weak, no boundaries, just soaking everything up. But the real energetic reality is so much cooler. You are a highly tuned receiver, actively decoding the literal electromagnetic field that science has proven our hearts generate. You're not a victim of it, you are a reader of it. Bottom line, your entire system is naturally calibrated to truth. Fakeness, lies, pretending, it all feels physically discordant to you, like a wrong note in a song. You are, in essence, a walking, breathing lie detector. Now, of course, when you have an ability like this, you're going to run into people who operate from the complete opposite end of the spectrum. So let's break down the manipulator's game. And you know what? This playbook is so predictable once you see it. The manipulator feels your light and wants to use it for themselves. Watch for these patterns. Those sudden emergencies that pop up right when you try to set a boundary? Not a coincidence. Or how their stories change depending on who they're talking to. And of course, that intense mirroring in the beginning where they seem like your soulmate. The biggest tell of all, you walk away from them feeling completely and totally drained. This whole process isn't random. It is a strategy. First, they mirror you, becoming the perfect reflection of everything you've ever wanted to create this intense, almost magical bond. Then they hook you, making you feel like you need their validation. And finally, once you're invested, the mask starts to slip, and you see who they really are. Just recognizing this cycle is the key to breaking free from it. But here's where the whole story takes a beautiful turn. Every single painful encounter you've had has served a purpose. We're about to turn all that pain into power. This is such a profound reframe. Just get this. Every single manipulator you've ever met has been your unwilling personal trainer. They've been sharpening your ability to see the truth. They've forced you to build stronger boundaries. They've been training you day in and day out to trust that gut feeling about everything else. And through all of that brutal training, you've built something incredible, an empathic immune system. This isn't about becoming cold or closing off your heart. No way. It's about developing a sophisticated internal radar that can identify and neutralize energetic threats before they can do any harm. So, what does this look like in real life? It means you can feel what other people are feeling, but you don't have to carry it. You don't have to absorb it. You can understand where their pain is coming from without enabling their toxic behavior. And you can have compassion for them without destroying yourself in the process. This right here is real strength.
All of this development leads you to a state of true mastery. Let's talk about what it means to become emotionally sovereign.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Sovereignty isn't about feeling less. It's about feeling everything, but not letting those feelings control you or knock you off your center. You become the calm eye of the storm. You can feel the wind and the rain, but you are not swept away by it. Think about the contrast here. The manipulator is rigid, they're strategic, they're playing chess. Every move is calculated for a specific outcome. But the sovereign empath? They dance. They operate from a place of flow and resonance and just pure, authentic being. They don't need to manipulate because their power comes from simply being true. And the craziest part? You literally change your energetic frequency. So manipulators who are looking for a weakness, for a hook, for something to grab onto, they find nothing. It's like their hooks just slide right off. You don't even have to fight them anymore. They just kind of disappear from your reality because there's nothing for them to latch onto. So what's the point of all this? It's not just about learning to protect yourself. This amazing ability, well, it has a much, much bigger purpose. Your empathetic intelligence isn't just a shield. It's a creative force. The moment you stop using all your energy just defending yourself, you free up all that power to build, to connect, to heal, and to create a more authentic, beautiful world around you. What a beautiful way to put it. By just living your truth, by fully owning your empathic nature, your presence becomes like a tuning fork. You don't have to preach or lecture anyone. Your very being helps other people tune back into their own authentic frequency. You become an invitation for them to be more real. So, everything you ever thought was a flaw, the deep feeling, the intense knowing, the sensitivity, it's not. It is the toolkit for your life's purpose. It's not something that needs to be fixed. It's something that needs to be owned. The game is over. Your real life can begin the moment you decide to say yes to what you've always been.